Sunday, Rago, Missouri. Got 1122. And it's sprinkling out a little bit. Just filled up here at the yard. Oh, looks like it got a new maxi. I wonder why the plug's out. Better check all the plugs now, just rest the tires. It looks a little better. I gotta go to Springfield. Got my lock. Everything's good back here. But once I get on the road, hope the dressing will be dry. That maxi plug's on, that one's on, good. Alright. See how it works out. Looks like I'll be driving in night shift here, and appointments at midnight, so looks like it's gonna be all about night working, but that's the quietest. The only negative is bugs. They come out at night, hit your windshield, and deer.
Staring at herself in the mirror on the restroom door. Voices in her head that mirror what she's heard before. All the things they said to hold her back, they never seem to leave her head and tend to keep her mind at war. All the things they said to hold her back, they keep her locked inside of all the times when she's been hurt before. Her eyes are swollen as she tries to hold her tears back. Her hands are shaking and her palms are sweating as she says, I don't wanna listen to a word you say, telling me what I can become. And I've been looking forward to this day, the day I prove you
Just got done checking in. This is the underground. It's a big warehouse facility here. It's pretty neat. The loading docks are right here. We gotta go into the entrance to the underworld. And it looks like it's right here. So it's a tight spot. You can see how you gotta wiggle around. Gotta go in these holes here, straighten it up. But I'm at building 4 here, so that should be alright. Gotta deliver cheese here. But in Missouri, that's how they have a lot of this stuff for warehousing. You go right to the underground. It's pretty neat. You get railroad tracks coming in here. Full security. That's what's holding the ceiling up. But it's all temperature control here. I checked in, so they're just gonna call me when it's ready. But you'll get lost down here. It's 3 miles in. But they just carve right into this. All right. But this is how you get in. Last time I was here is probably about, I'd say about 15, 20 years ago. In the wintertime. But at first I was pretty lost. But my door is right in the front, but I had to drive in. The map shows it's 3 miles in, so you can get yourself really lost. The north entrance. All these holes that go right in the ground here. That's the underworld. This one's all about storing food. Many different types of stuff in the underworld. Railroad tracks connect them all. You need a good map to really know where you're at when you go in there. I'll wait for a call and then drive in there and get that dock. Hurry up and wait. got this dock. It's a tight fit. Gotta squeeze through these, I guess, the underground walls. They just give us a little room. They probably built this when it was 98 wide, not 102 wide. 40 footers, not 53s. Not even 48 footers. But that should do it. It's all about shutting it down so the exhaust won't be messing everything up. Alright, we'll see what they give me next.
You melt the ice behind my stone cold eyes. I turn to ashes, but only just sometimes. Inhale your smoke, but you still act surprised. It's not my fault when we end up capsized. You call me crazy now, but you don't understand. I'm calling out to you. Can you hear a thing? 'Cause you lit the match that ignites the flame. I'm the TNT, but you're the spark to blame. And it's fire, burning holes inside my brain. Feel the fire, heat that melts us down again. Now it's pouring through my veins, but I said you're the spark to blame. And it's fire, burning holes inside my brain. Want you to feel the way I feel inside. I'm reaching out for help, you got me in a riptide. You call me crazy now, but you don't understand. I'm calling out to you. Can you hear a thing? 'Cause you lit the match that ignites the flame. I'm the TNT, but you're the spark to blame. And it's fire, burning holes inside my brain. Feel the fire, heat that melts us down again. Now it's pouring through my veins, but I said you're the spark to blame. And it's fire, burning holes inside my brain.
Carthage, Missouri, except for 33. Well, the other docks don't have what I got. It's the kind that moves it back. Much different. Alright, well, I get to go to Louisiana. So I'll take 49. I'm on 49. Right by 44 by Joplin. I'll take that all the way down Louisiana. I gotta be at Cisco in the morning at 7:30. Tight spot here. It's like Chicago. I want to make sure I'm square. I'm in Louisiana. It's taking 49 all the way in. All the way till it ends. Yeah, that looks good. There's no line, so I'm using the cracks. That looks good. Yeah. Damn. It's supposed to look like that. Take that all up. It's a brand new Cascadia, jackknifed manually or physically in the wintertime. Alright, that looks alright. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning. Checking at 5:45. Alright, we'll see how this works out and see where they get me next. I got this set for 0. I'm picking up catfish here in Louisiana on 10. I just went over on the west side of Baton Rouge. But I got 2 drops. One's Walmart at Roberts. That's going to be at 3:30 in the afternoon today. I'm about 100 miles away. I'm at Walmart distribution center. It's been raining, so I got my free truck wash. All I have to do is wipe down the chrome and the plastic and on aluminum. But this is the west side of Lauderdale, Fort Lauderdale on 10. It's about 25 miles west. They keep the distribution centers away from the city, so that's the good thing about Walmart's. But this is my last drop. I had to do Roger, which I've been there many times. The good old Double J. You want to work for Double J? You'll get a camera on the dash watching everything you do, even when the truck's shut off. I don't miss that company. It's just a broker company, really. They lease upon other companies. So you have to call Double J. And then you have to call Leonard's Express, because they're the ones that dispatch all the loads. So you can see how weird it is. But that's too big of a company. I like small family-owned businesses. Works out pretty good. But just gonna check in here and wait and see where my backhaul is. They're telling me it's up in Georgia for sweet potatoes, going to Plover, Wisconsin. So we'll see how that works out. Never ending. Alright, I'm in Douglas, Georgia. I guess that's alright. Yeah, I'm at Pilgrims. But I'm out here in the country. It's on the east side of Georgia, right by 95. And you go in probably about 50 miles. Alright, let's see if I can back up. I got out the bubble look. That's what it looks like when I'm going through all this rain today. So that's alright. Once you keep it up, the rain doesn't get too messy. But once I wipe the aluminum and chrome plastic down, Just takes about a half an hour at the most. And it'll shine again. But this is it. I'm stuck here. I'm gonna grab some meat and shoot over. It's probably about 120 miles away. Drop that off in the morning. It's the new Volvo. Much different look. More plastic. Same thing, shorter tank. Probably very expensive too. It's Friday morning. Here in a rainy day. I have to unload here. There's no lines on the ground. It's a little different here. You don't have to open the doors, they open it from the inside. But the other side's knocked off. I'm pretty sure that's the line. The paint is very faint. Well, you want to make sure you're square. I'm about 30 miles away from where I gotta pick up sweet potatoes. This is frozen chicken picked up at that slaughterhouse. You can see the paint is very faint. But I couldn't look at the lines on this side because it's on the ground. That's major. So normally you would look at that line on the curtain. I couldn't this time. But tomorrow I gotta pick up those potatoes at a farm and take it over by Wisconsin Rapids or at the yard. Well, looks like all their trucks are here. That one's cleaner. This one isn't. Wow. Yeah, it's set for 50 degrees. I'm in Reidsville, Georgia. Damn, look at this trailer. That looks pretty recent. Wow. He's got to tape that up. Holy shit. Doesn't even have aluminum rims. Alright. Always something. But I'm at a potato farm. I got a load right here. Oh, this guy's got a seal, so he's already loaded. After the one truck, he's gonna hit the dock. Then I'll be next. Oh, Army Deuce. Well, this is it. They grow sweet potatoes here. And I can take this over to McCain in Wisconsin Rapids on 54. Right by Plover. So it's by the yard. Hope it's dropping hook. Should get there probably Sunday. But yeah, this truck, that's what mine looked like when I first got it. So you can see the difference. Much different. Immigrants going to the field. Yes, physical labor. Well, it looks like this trailer is all nice and clean. He's got the rims all done. He's got the cheaper caps of the Alcoas. But he's an Army guy, Army vet. But he's working on it. Not many drivers keep their equipment right. Zoom in. I got the skirts on the bottom I put on. I like my bull guard. Keeps me safe. It looks like he washed his trailer too. Craze trucking. Next. Yeah, after this guy here gets the dock. This is the dock right here. Once he's done, then I'm next. That's good. So it should be in and out. This is how they load me. All on the floor. Just dump it on the floor. All the way to the back. 43,000 pounds. Imagine loading 8 hours a day. Forklift just says clockwise and counterclockwise position. Yeah, never ending. Well, they're pretty big potatoes. See how big they are. Not like Idaho potatoes. In Idaho, they're sweet potatoes. They make sugar out of it.
That thing I'm eating is good, man.
Yeah. Well, they've been doing this so long, so I'm not gonna say how to load it. But it's big potatoes. Not like the Idaho potatoes. Well, it's about 16, 17 hours there. This is the field where they grow it all. Well, harvest is usually August, September, but in Georgia it could be much where they do it all season, all year. But it's Saturday, so you can see it's so quiet. It's never ending. They probably close on Sunday. This guy probably took a break or something. Alright, a little at a time, and then I'll weigh. Out here, it looks like they got a scale, so that's less of a headache. Yeah, it's right over here. Looks like they got the scale slip here. Hope it's accurate. That's it right there. So when I pull out, I'll back up. That's the right way to go. Alright. Dirt lot. Just go slow. Well, I wiped everything down last night when I was at the truck stop. So it's all looking pretty again. Till the rain comes. Hope I get out of it. Got my Magna stop. Looks like I set it for 55 on this load. I got it at 80,000 pounds. 80,020 exact. 20 pounds over. But I gotta move this over because it's 33,000 on the trailer. I gotta move it back. It's 400 pounds a hole, so I gotta move it back 800. So that's 2 holes. So it's 1, 2. You can see how the Magna stop works. That's called, well, the old way is the cheater bar, which you can see I got one in the front. But when you keep hitting it, it gets stuck, and now that cheater bar needs to be welded out. It's all bent. But we used to have that. It's great when it's brand new, but drivers just go too fast and bend it. Then you can't get it out. The Magna stop is a lot better. But moving it back 2 holes, that's 800 pounds because it's 400 a hole. And when you have a tri-pack, by law nationwide, it's 400 pounds that you can have over. And you got to have that with your paperwork, so the DOT see that it's 400 pounds that you can go. So it's 80,400. So that'll be on the drives, the steering. So I'll be 33.8, and then the front will be 200 over, and that's split by the steering and drives. But with the tri-pack on there, you can go over 400. So that's a lot better. So 80,020 pounds is nothing when you can go 80,400. But another one is the tattletale, we call it. That's called the tattletale. It's got a computer in there. It used to be Orion, where it's mechanical with the fax paper. You used to touch the needle, used to touch on there for the temperature. But now you just put it in the computer and it pulls out the whole reading of the temperature inside. You always want to check the top to make sure it's locked. This is a big seal. Alright, seal's on there. It's a long tab, so I just curled it in so it doesn't rub on anything. Padlock, you want to make sure it's waterproof. In the winter time, you want to take it off, and when you stop, you put it on. That way it doesn't freeze on you. It's your responsibility, so you really want to make sure that you put a padlock on there so it doesn't get broken into and people don't jump in your trailer and go down the road. Just things like that actually happen out there when it comes to crime. Alright, it slid back. You push the trailer buttons in, then the pins go out, and then you would want to go the opposite direction so you can get the Magna stop out. So after it sets in, with this one you actually move the box forward, so you back up a little bit and hit the Johnny bar, the trailer brake, and then you can pull it out. But this is really nice to have. It's got a magnet to hold it in. Good old Magna stop. It's really worth it. all the hassle of getting out so many times. Just get out once. But now I'm legal, so it's all about taking 16 up to 75 to 24 Chattanooga, all the way through Nashville to 57, up to 74 to 39, all the way up to Clover or Wisconsin Rapids. Well, I'm in Wisconsin Rapids, dropping off 1122. Sure, I should pull up just a tad. I got everybody angled wrong here for that pad, but it slid the axles back. But it's dropping hook here, so I'm grabbing an empty. Looks like they had some rain. But other than that, it's about 60 degrees out, so it's pretty warm. Took my lock off. But it's all about sweet potatoes here. Muddy mess. Skipping around these mud puddles. Yeah, I got cement pad on this side. Alright. Drop this off here. And then shoot over to the empty lot. And pick up a tray there and take it back to the yard. I'm about 3 hours left on my logs. Then I have to do a 36 just to reset. So I had some miles this week. Alright, picking up 1151. This is a little different. I don't know how that happened because it's not that bad, but there's a mud flap right here. Now, I don't know how that got pulled off. And that belongs right here. Looks like the whole bracket's bent too. These are the spring brackets that bend. Let's see how that works. Just pulled it all the way in and bent the whole bracket. So I gotta pull forward and grab these mud flaps. You see this bracket same way. But it got bent. Yeah. It got pulled all the way down and ripped right off. And this is where the mud flap's at. Always something. I gotta take this back to the yard. The yard's only about 6 miles away. Looks like new hubs. Alright, I'll pull forward and throw these in the back and then write it up. But they had to wash this out. You can see what happens when you put sweet potatoes on the ground instead of in pallets or bins. But this is a leftover. But for it to rip off, you'd think it would be on the platform where they dump this, so they raise it up. But it's underneath here. Unless it got pulled on the ramp. And then it was dragging, and then they backed it in here and ripped off all the way. That's an expensive mistake. That's too bad. Gotta rebend all those mud flap brackets. But I gotta pull forward, grab those mud flaps and take it back to the yard and write it up. That's too bad. Always something. I'm back at the yard. It's Sunday, so that's it. 1151. That's too bad about this one. Make sure I'm lined up on the pad. They have to wash the trailer out here and fix the mud flaps and the assembly. The bracket needs to be redone. Good old McCain. It's too bad. Everything's good on this trailer except for mud flaps. It was probably really nice until it went to McCain. But they put this on a platform, they raise it up. But usually it's the yard guys. They raise it up too high and drags the mud flaps. When they back up, they should lower it down a little bit. But they didn't have to do that. But I hope everybody's having a nice weekend. First weekend of October. But it's all about taking a 36 hour and see what they got for me. Hoping I'll go west. It's better than going to the East Coast like I did in Georgia 95. But right now they got storms going on the East Coast, so it's better to stay away from that stuff and see what they get. I hope everybody's doing good, and I'll talk to you all when I get back on the road.